Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Orishua Daniel Etuwewe, and we're having a very exclusive interview, with my friend here, an alumni of Altima Healthcare Vocational School situated in the city of Stockton, California. There's also a campus in Bakersfield. Hopefully, in about 2 weeks, we should be there for an event. But today is all about Nathan, an alumni of Altima Healthcare. Nathan, how you doing?
Doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to hear you talk. We want to hear your story, Nathan.
Yeah.
When did you pass out from Altima Healthcare?
I believe it was in April.
In April. That was when you graduated.
Yes.
So which of the program did you actually enroll for?
The surgical tech program.
The surgical tech.
Yeah.
So what prompted you coming to Altima Healthcare and also making a choice for that program, surgical tech?
Well, I was housekeeping in the OR, so I was at Doctor's Medical Center. I was cleaning up after cases, and I would look through the windows and see the cases, and I was really interested, started asking a lot of questions, and the people there said, you would make a really good surgical tech.
Why did they say so?
They
Why?
just saw my work ethic. They saw that I was constantly moving. I was working as hard as I could. I was very concerned about the speed of cases, and I was very interested in medical term and all those different things. And they just said, I think you'd make a great surgical tech. And I think if you went to school, that would be great for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is a beautiful story, friends. So Nathan started as a housekeeper in one of the ORs, hospitals,
Mhm.
and you saw how things were moving,
Yeah.
and you got interested.
Yes.
You saw the timing, that they kept to time in their cases, and they testified, seeing you, the way you were walking, your work ethics, and said, hey, you're going to be good as a surgical technologist.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow. So did you see yourself at that moment that one day I'm going to be here?
I was hoping it was like a dream.
It was like a dream.
I really wanted to do something more. Worked a bunch of minimum wage jobs and kind of just stuck at the bottom for a long time. And I was like, you know what? I know I can do better than this, and I want to do better than this.
Okay. So how did you go about searching for a school in in the Central Valley? How did you go about that? How did you hear about Altima Healthcare?
Actually, I spoke to one of the alumni from here, and he was actually a very friendly scrub tech named Jay, and he was telling me all about Altamont and that it was the best route to take.
An alumni from here?
Yes,
So where did you meet him?
at Doctor's Medical Center in Modesto.
People, we have graduates from here making success. Okay?
Yeah.
So the number to call, if you're watching us right now and you're interested in any healthcare, field, you want to come, you want to, you want to make inquiries, we're here. 209-817-8035. 209-817-8035. So let's roll on. So tell us more about yourself, Growing up, did you see yourself as a goalkeeper?
Yeah. Well, I had a very rough childhood. I ended up in foster care at the age of 13, and it was up to me to make something out of my life. Nobody was going to hand me anything, and so from a young age I realized that I needed to focus on making something better for myself, and I had to work for it. Nobody was going to hand it to me, and that's kind of how I got that mindset of just go after it and work hard for it. Absolutely. I would say that's how I became the person I am. Just focused in making failure not an option. And that's truly what it is, don't quit, just stick it out and keep going forward, even if it gets hard.
Wow, interesting. And when you enrolled for this program, the 8 months program, how did you think you were going to cope? Because this is really intensive, right?
Yeah.
You were working full time and you were also in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want people back home to know that it is possible. If Nathan could make this dream of his work out, you too can make this work out. So how did you put all together, Nathan?
Well, I I worked full time, married, and I just put my all into school. I knew that I needed to excel at this. I put it in my mind that I didn't want to just be a surgical tech. I wanted to be the best surgical tech I could be. I wanted to bring all that I had to the table, because it wasn't about me, it was about the patient, it was about the surgery, it was about the doctor in the room. How can I be all that they need me to be, and in that moment, in that OR? And it was the passion for patient care and the passion for what I was seeking to do to help people in a real way that made it to where I needed to put maximum effort into this so that I could give the patient the best care possible.
Nathan, you're a walking miracle. You know that? You're a walking miracle. You don't see obstacles. You just go with your mindset. You know, you're a walking miracle. And I love that mindset of yours.
Yeah.
So Nathan, what structure did Ultima Healthcare put in place to help you achieve this goal of yours? Because I know Ultima Healthcare has structured programs. For example, the externship. How did that help you? So can you help us understand, so people who are watching too will know that, okay, once they come to Ultima Healthcare, everything is in place, from the very first time walking in and to the end, that the school, the body of the, the staffs and everyone else is with them, working, towards their success too.
Absolutely. Well, the program, I love the program personally. I find that, it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of book work, but the book work prepares you for what you're going to encounter in the OR. I feel that the labs are important because they get you externship ready. They don't necessarily get you OR ready, but they get you externship ready. You're ready to scrub, you're ready to set up, you're ready to count, you're ready to load knife blades, load suture, all that basic stuff. So when you get into your externship, you're able to come with something. You're able to set up. And then from there, the externship, if you have good preceptors, they're going to be teaching you how to open, how to set up, what the cases look like. And so I really attribute knowing a good idea of what I'm doing from Altamont going into the OR setting. And I felt very prepared for my externship, because some of the things I was able to do in the OR setting during externship, they were impressed with, and that was based on these labs and what they taught me.
People watching want to hear how you landed your first job. You graduated in April, Nathan, and here we're in November. You have a job already.
Yeah.
How did you land this job, Nathan? Tell us, how did you land this job, Nathan?
I did my resume. Altamont helped guide me through it.
Okay.
They also helped guide me through creating a cover letter. But most importantly was I was aggressively job seeking. After I finished my externship, I put in 30 plus applications, used letters of recommendation for my externship. I performed very well. Met a lot of people, got a lot of good references from my externship, had a good attitude when I was there, and that's what made the difference for me.
That's what made the difference.
Made an impact in my externship, and Altamont guided me how to approach interviews, how to approach the resume making process, cover letter making process, and also the tenacity and aggressiveness it takes to get a job in the healthcare profession. You have to be a go-getter. There's no way around it.
So which of the surgical centers do you work with now? Do you mind?
I work with Stanislaus Surgical Hospital in Modesto, California.
Awesome. I must tell you, your story is inspiring. So finally, before we leave, what do you have to say about the school and about the ones coming in to enroll? What do you have to say to them? You came in, you were committed, you were dedicated, you studied, and you were able to achieve success. So what do you have to say to anyone watching right now about the school, Ultima Healthcare, and about the staffs, about the instructors? What do you have to say to them?
I would say you get out what you put in. If you want to be a successful healthcare professional, then this is a place that can get you started, but only if you're willing to put in all that you have. You're willing to sacrifice some money, you're willing to sacrifice some time, some sleep, but it's what you put in is what you get out. It's not a fast track, easy school, but it will get you into the professional field faster than anyone else will, and the more you put in, the more you get out.
And finally, you got an award. What was the award for in the school year?
Clinical leadership.
Clinical leadership. So you can tell viewers that he has always been putting, his mind into whatsoever thing he has to do. He got an award from the school year, clinical leadership. It wasn't given because he was a tall, handsome man. It was given because he worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So the message out there is commit to what you're doing, ready to pay that sacrifice. And here at Ultima Healthcare, we're going to help you. Thank you so very much for watching, and we hope you're inspired. If you have any message you want to, send us a message, you want to make inquiries, just drop it there. We'll respond to you immediately. Thank you all. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.